Yo guys, it's slyroh. You already know that today I'm bringing you guys my team analysis video for week 10 of the Pokemon Premier League. It's been so long that I've had a PPL battle that I actually forgot what week it is. But this is week 10, which is at least 2 or 3 weeks late. And that is because of a lot of factors. Liam was away for a little bit, had some stuff to deal with. I believe he has a video on his channel that explains where he has been and all that good stuff. And even if he was around, I was out of commission for about a week and a half, so it was really bad timing. Plus he had to catch up with some battles while he was away, and I'm just getting caught up with you know, YouTube channel stuff, you know, within the past like week or two. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy. It's been not the best timing, but here we are. We're here for another PPL week. This is the team analysis video. Of course, battle will be going up tomorrow, and I am pretty excited for this game because, well, a couple reasons. So, we played Liam last season, and we won 5-0, which is fantastic. The battle was a lot closer than the score indicates, but I'm confident that if we beat him once, maybe we can beat him again, because I haven't won the last 2 games, and I kind of need a win. So this might be my last chance to get a win. I have one more battle, but we'll get into that later, next week, or whenever that battle happens. But let's go ahead, and we're going to focus on Liam this week. So I think I basically covered everything out of the way. Him in the Weshan United, I probably should have said his team name, but you know what it is. There's a logo, there's a title. You guys got this. You're smart people, and yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about Liam's team first before we talk about my team. So, okay, water bottle, just make noises while I'm recording. Rude. Liam's team consists of Infernape, Mamoswine, Whimsicott, Blastoise, Licky, Kieran Black, Drapion, Uxie, or as he calls it, Yuxie. I believe that's how he pronounces it, which I don't like that. Golem, Mega Aerodactyl, and Krokorok. So, stuff. The one thing that like really stood out to me about his team is how full of physical attackers it is. He doesn't have a lot of special offense, but at the same time he has some like sneaky special offense, like, you know, he could bring like a special Infernape, you know, things like that. You know, Kieran Black, of course, can have some special moves. Then you got Blastoise, Whimsicott, which are the 2 special attackers. Blastoise not usually an attacker. Whimsicott could be utility or it could be offensive. So it's pretty difficult to plan because I don't want to bring like a lot of special defense because he doesn't have that much special attack, but at the same time he could bring some and it could really screw me over. There's some things that he could bring that could really screw me over, but I tried to plan for as much as I could and hope that it works. If you remember way back when I played Polymac and the Thunderbolt Wanderers, he had a Crocodile on his team, which was the scariest thing to my entire team, and Liam has a Krokorok, which I do not believe he has brought yet, but if there was a time to bring it, it would probably be this game, especially because I didn't super prepare for it, you know, so it could probably do work, which is kind of scary. But yeah, so that's Liam's team, and he also has some fat stuff too. I mean, Licky, that is, I mean, I've basically gotten stalled out and lost to a Licky before in League format, so I really don't want that to happen again, though it's still a possibility. I mean, Uxie is very bulky, and I mean, he has some other stuff too. Mamoswine again, which caused me lots of problems last season. Well, not lots of problems, but it could have. But it, yeah. But yeah, because I was on Liam's team last season, and it is again this season. Actually, Mamoswine was a transfer. He picked up Mamoswine by dropping the Scolipede, and then we got Scolipede. So, as you can see, of course, I had to bring Scolipede because I'm not going to let him drop him on and then not let him live to regret it. That's the plan. But before we get there, let's go ahead and talk about our team and what the plan is. So let's start off with their defense as always. We have a physically defensive Mega Steelix, pretty back to normal. Heavy Slam, Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Dragon Tail, which would have been great to have last week, but, you know, the one week I don't bring it is the one week I really need it, so I'm bringing it, and Stealth Rocks. Heavy Slam, Earthquake is good coverage. He has, like, lots of, like, rock... No, not lots of rock types. He has, like, the Golem, I don't know if Heavy Slam does that much to it. Heavy Slam does a lot to Mega Aerodactyl, but yeah, Heavy Slam Earthquake actually pretty much covers everything pretty well. So Heavy Slam does a lot to Kieran Black also. Speaking of Kieran Black, I don't really have a switch in for it, so that might be an issue, but this might be my best thing, or Reuniclus, I don't know. That's physically defensive Mega Steelix. I don't know why I forgot to put in the nicknames, but nicknames going in as I do this. So, Reuniclus is going to be physically defensive. Leftovers Magic Guard, not Regenerator. I bring Regenerator more than Magic Guard, but I'm going to bring Magic Guard this time with Recover, Trick Room, Psychic, and Energy Ball. So, physically defensive, this was for a good reason. What was the physically defensive thing for? I want to say this is the closest thing to a Mamoswine switch-in I have. Like if he was Scarf Mamoswine I could deal with, but if he's like Life Orb or Banded, I'm not really going to be able to deal with it. So we're just going to have to try our hardest. See if we can figure out what the Mamoswine set is and then go from there. But once Reuniclus is in, and if I can get it in safely, then it could really put in work. I did decide to go Psychic Energy Ball instead of Psychic Shadow Ball, just because Energy Ball hits more things on his team. So, yeah, you know, I mean, that is something that I guess will be a little bit more for Krokorok, as well as it'll hit Blastoise a little bit harder. Psychic is going to hit basically everything. Drapion and Uxie are the two things that are really not ideal for Reuniclus. So there's that. Drapion, I mean, Mega Steelix is a fantastic switch into Drapion, but I have to hope that he doesn't bring Pursuit or Drapion, or else he could be wearing me down pretty quickly, and Uxie can be worn down pretty quickly. I'm hoping if I can get rocks up pretty early, and then I can just, you know, do a lot of damage to Uxie as fast as I can, then that would be good. Once those two things are gone, Reuniclus can really have a field day. A Trick Room, I mean, Reuniclus is going to be slower than his whole team. He has a pretty fast team, you know, Mega Aerodactyl, of course, you know, but he also has Infernape and Whimsicott, both, you know, Infernape's like 108, Whimsicott is, I think, 116, and then even beyond that, I mean, Drapion's like 90 or 95, I forget, Uxie's like 95, Kid Black 95, Reuniclus is going to out-slow everything, so definitely not to worry. And I mean, Golem, I know if he brings Golem, he might try and bring like a Rock Polish set, because I know he likes doing stuff like that. So yeah, Trick Room should be good, and if Reuniclus dies in Trick Room, I do have some other like slow. Actually, I have Mega Steelix. That's about the only thing that would like then outspeed everything in Trick Room. But it could be an option depending on what's left. So we'll see how this works. But I mean, this isn't a Trick Room team. This is just a Trick Room Reuniclus. Because that would be nice, and that I can recover before I die, things like that, because I don't have Regenerator. We'll see how it works out. And then our third straight physically defensive Mon, Tentacruel, Black Sludge, Liquid Ooze, Scald, Sludge Bomb, Giga Drain, Rapid Spin. This is specifically for the Infernape, especially a physical Infernape, but even a special one. He cannot 2-hit KO me. Banded Thunder Punch might, but I think besides that I should be good. So this is my main switch into Infernape, if Infernape even shows up. The more I look at my team, the more I'm thinking that maybe it won't, actually. But he might bring it, we'll see. And this is about the best stop I have to it. I don't care if Tentacruel gets, you know, worn down a little bit, you know, it'll happen, whatever. But if he, like, U-turns a lot, then, you know, we'll see what we can do about that. And this is just good coverage. I mean, Giga Drain hits like the Blastoise as well as his ground types. Scald also can hit the ground or rock types that he has, as well as the Infernape, Sludge Bomb. I mean, that's 4 times super effective on that Whimsicott. And Liquid Ooze, if that Whimsicott does try and go for Giga Drain and I don't need the Tentacruel anymore, you know, that could be also some good way to get damage on it. And yeah, and if I can get any sort of status, burns, poisons, that'd be fantastic, and we have Rapid Spin in case we need it. So that is our 3 physically defensive Mons. Like I said, not really bringing special defense, but I mean, Reuniclus and Mega Steelix can kind of double up, and Tentacruel even, depending on the Pokemon, can kind of double up as like special switch-ins depending on the situation. So let's go ahead and talk about our offense. I'm actually going to start with Scolipede. I tried to put them in order of what I was going to talk about, but I changed my mind mid-recording. So, Scolipede. Oh, I didn't name Tentacruel. What's your name? I forget Tentacruel's name. I think it's just Metroid. I don't remember. I hope so. I feel like it's not though. I don't remember actually, but that's your name now. But whatever. Scolipede is gonna have a special nickname. Usually it's Caterpillar, but I'm gonna make it remember me. That should work because you know, this thing needs to make sure that Liam remembers what he lost and what might potentially beat him. Because I have a focus sash. That's also why Rapid Spin is kind of important. Protect Sword Stance, Megahorn, Aqua Tail. After a Sword Stance, Megahorn does a lot of damage to pretty much everything. Aqua Tail also does a lot of damage to the things. Infernape. I mean, so like Infernape resists Megahorn, but Aqua Tail then kills it. I think that's like the only situation where like Aqua Tail is like way better than Megahorn, except for I think also Golem. Besides that, I want to say Megahorn like is like a chance to OHKO pretty much everything. So I do want to get everything worn down just a little bit. Want to make sure hazards are not on the field, and if I can get a clean switch into Scolipede, I can actually sweep his team. Now, of course, you know, the clean switch into Scolipede is, I have to be careful about a little bit, because there are some things, you know, if he gets a big hit off and takes me down to my sash, he could have Mach Punch on Infernape, Ice Shard on Mamoswine, he could have like a Stun Spore on Whimsicott to slow me down. So, Golem, I think it's Sucker Punch also. So, there are definitely things I need to look out for. But, yeah, if I can get the right Mons down, and, you know, the right Mons are left, I can bring in Scolipede and I can sweep the rest of his team. That is Scolipede's role this week, is just to be a sweeper at the end of the game. And if it doesn't look like that's going to happen, maybe it becomes Death Fodder, we'll see. But, yeah, that's going to be Scolipede this week. So, let's go ahead and talk about, of course, our choice Scarfer, Tyranitar, Go ahead. Alright, so we got Choice Scarf, Sandstream, Aqua Tail, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Crunch. Lots of water stuff. But yeah, Earthquake, I mean, this is, you know, Adamant, blah blah blah. 212 speed, that's enough 2 outspeed. I want to say it's a max speed in... No, not Infernape. Can I outspeed Infernape? I don't remember. I don't think I went to outspeed Infernape anyway. I don't remember. I don't think this outspeeds Infernape. No, this probably outspeeds Kieran Black. So, Infernape still outspeeds me, but because I have switch-ins, it's not that big of a deal. I'm probably going to regret that, but I want to be adamant and do damage. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's also a max speed Infernape. Like, if he's an adamant Infernape, then I'm pretty sure I outspeed. Things like that. So, we'll see how that all plays out. But yeah, these 4 moves, I mean, they hit everything pretty hard. You know, Crunch, this is the main thing I have to offensively deal with the Uxie. Uxie. I don't even know how to say it anymore. But Crunch is going to be the thing that does the most damage to it, outside of, like, also Megahorn from Scolipede. Stone Edge is Stab, and also hits, actually not like a lot, but I mean, it can hit Mega Aerodactyl and Kieran Black. So that's important, as well as just good, you know, good stab. I think to like a max HP Licky Licky, you can also do like 35%, something like that. Aqua Tail, of course, for his all those mobs that are weak to water, and Earthquake, mainly for the Drapion, I believe, because nothing else. I don't think Earthquake is beneficial over anything else. But I'm so trying not to yawn. But I can hear you guys saying, Slyroh, that's only one choice Scarfer. Like, what are you doing? You always bring 2 choice Scarfers. Well, not to worry, my friends. There are 2 choice Scarfers this week, because we're going to bring Choice Scarf Druddigon, which I'm pretty sure officially makes this the slowest Scarfer that I've ever brought to a league match, beating out Donphan by 2 base speed points. So, that's a fun fact that I'm pretty sure is correct. I don't think I ever brought a slower Scarfer, though I did consider bringing a Scarf Tip Howdon in TBU Season 2 when I had that, but I do not think that I ever followed through and actually brought it. So, Druddigon, I don't bring you very often. What's your name? Oh, yeah. Alright, so, Dragon has 0 kills this season. We're going to change that because we're going to be offensive. Choice Scarf, Sheer Force, Outrage, Oko's a Kieran Black, unless it's like max HP. Aqua Tail, Dragon Claw, and Sucker Punch. So Dragon Claw for if I don't want to lock myself in the Outrage, which it would be ideal, especially if like Winscut's still alive. Aqua Tail, I mean, this is like the 3rd thing that has Aqua Tail, so that's fun. I'm sure I'll miss all of them. And Sucker Punch, I mean, Choice Scarf Sucker Punch worked for Paul and his Embor against me, so I mean, if I need it, you know, it could be useful, and because I literally don't need anything else. If I'm going for power, I'm going for Outrage, and is going to destroy something. Druddigon is definitely getting at least 1 kill this week. It has to. It has to. What I would love for this to kill would be Kieran Black, because that is what it is to outspeed. That is what the 244 Jolly is. And instead of messing with all its little defense things, I just made it 244 attack and 28 HP to make it odd and all that's good stuff. So, I'm really excited about this set, and if I can really catch him off guard and surprise him, I don't know how I would do it. I would have to get into Druddigon, not reveal that I'm scarfed somehow, as well as him then bring in Kieran Black to think that he can outspeed me and kill me with a dragon or ice move, and then I just like hit him with the Outrage, and it will be a glorious, oh, I really hope that happens. And then, I mean, hopefully he doesn't bring like Scarfed Kieran Black, because then that would ruin the entire point of this set, and then Druddigon won't get a kill, and that would be really sad because I want it to get a kill. It has this week and next week to try and get a kill, otherwise it ends the season with 0 kills, the only mod on my team not to get a kill. So that's pretty embarrassing for like a rock monster dragon spiky thing. But that's my team. Let me know your thoughts on this team and on the fact that PPL is not dead completely. We still, like, we're going to finish the season. It's going to happen. And I'm pretty sure it's going to happen before Sun and Moon comes out, which is great. And, yeah, so let me know your thoughts on all that good stuff, and I will see you guys tomorrow, most likely for the battle. And that should be that. So, thanks for watching, guys, and until the next time, stay sly.